Hey everyone, I am back once again, and welcome to another installment of the complete home video history up series, where we take a look at a certain movie, where we take a look at its home media releases. This one I told you guys I am planning on doing in my most recent update, and firstly, thank you guys for tuning into that one once it got uploaded. Of course, here on U of Tubes. But today we're going to be talking about Disney's Peter Pan, released back in 1953, released after Alice in Wonderland. Peter Pan, of course, is based off of the play, originally um, produced by J.M. Barrie. I apologize. And it took quite a while to get to the big screen. I mean, Walt wanted to do it back in 1938, but thanks to World War II, it couldn't be well done. But again, it wasn't until the 50s where he decided to put animated features back into production after many losses in terms of money. Thanks to the success of Cinderella, they were able to continue production on features. And, then we're now Alice in Wonderland and, of course, Peter Pan. Peter Pan already had a bunch of re releases as late as even 2018, um, believe it or not. But, of course, when the movie reissuing business was starting to wear thin, and since home media was becoming popular, Disney would, of course, would re-release Peter Pan, and this is where we come in. Following Peter Pan's theatrical re-release, well, one of six, back in July 14th of 1989, the movie would be released on VHS on September 21st of 1990 as part of course, the Walt Disney Classics line. I believe it sold over 10 million copies back when it produced. 1990 was a pretty big deal for Disney when it came to home media releases, most notably for the home media release of The Little Mermaid. And of course, that movie did it's exceptionally well. And again, since Peter Pan's theatrical re-release was a year ago, they decided, well, we might as well make some money back with its VHS. As for what's on here, it contains an ad for The Little Mermaid coming to VHS, and I believe it contains an ad for The Rescuers Down Under's theatrical release. It's been a while since I put this cassette in, so I'm probably dead wrong. Here's the cassette itself. Of course, as you may see, this is the silkscreen label, the horizontal silkscreen label variant. There's other versions available. There's the vertical sticker label variant. There's the vertical silkscreen label variant. That one, I believe, is somewhat more rare. There's also another horizontal variant where the logo is much bigger. And there's also one where it looks like a Betamax label. Early Disney VHS labels where it would accommodate the VHS and Betamax versions of a movie. Those ones are very rare, although you can find Betamax editions of Peter Pan official releases. But either way, these this type of label would pretty much set the standard for Disney VHS labels going forward. They would do some sticker labels and some specially designed ones too, but this overall design, it pretty much stayed the same. Current date on mine is March 17th, 1990. And I believe it went back into the vault sometime in the summer of 1991, following the release of The Jungle Book and Robin Hood on VHS. But yeah, that's the classics release of Peter Pan. Coming up, we have the fully restored 45th anniversary masterpiece edition of Peter Pan, THX certified, as you may see. This was released March 3rd, 1998, the first masterpiece release that year. This contains a bonus making of documentary, You Can Fly, the Making of Peter Pan, which to this day has been heavily reused for its home media releases going forward. The picture quality on this one is a big improvement when compared to the VHS beforehand. I mean, the original VHS looked pretty good for its time, but of course, this is a lot more sharper when compared to the original, considering videotape masters were a different beast at the time. Here we got the tape. Printed January 15th, 1998. Mine also came with this here. Save $10 by mail when you buy any 3 General Mills cereals and 1 Betty Crocker participating product, plus any eligible Disney video, including Peter Pan. This, I believe, went back into the vault sometime around 1999-ish. I'd probably say that. Peter Pan's debut onto DVD was on November 23rd, 1999, as part of the limited issue run. A series of, I believe, 12 Disney movies that was released on DVD for the very first time. Basically, Disney's little dip into the DVD market, as it was only like 2 years old by the time this came out. As for what's on here, there's literally nothing, just the film plus the French language track, and even on the bonus features here, it counts full color character artwork on the disc as a bonus feature. It doesn't move. I mean, from the looks of it. As it was an early release, it didn't sell so well alongside the entirety of the limited issue run. I mean, the Gold Classic Collection releases did better, although they were pretty subpar considering there were so many releases coming back to back. The master used here is the exact same as its Masterpiece Edition. Hell, just saying this, considering how rare these things are, I'm shocked I was able to find a copy of this release. And in great shape, too. I'm shocked. Then, on February 12th, 2002, Peter Pan got re-released again as a special edition. This was, I bet, released to coincide with the release of its direct-to-video sequel, Peter Pan Return to Neverland. It's pretty much just the same master as the previous two releases. It even includes the making of Peter Pan, Of Course You Can Fly, of course with the addition of updated previews. I can't really say nothing much else. This is definitely one of the throwaway releases. Of course, as it is a early 2000s release, there is a silkscreen, no, not silkscreen, I apologize, a dark sticker label. Disney used these to save money on VHS tapes and just use duplicates of tapes they already have in their storage, I suppose. Printed March 15th, 2002, so mine is a later print. But yeah, that's a special edition of Peter Pan. But finally, Peter Pan got the love it deserved on March 6th of 2007, as it was included as part of the Platinum Edition release. It's a pretty good set all around, but I definitely consider it one of the weakest of the releases. Again, it uses the same making of documentary, but the picture quality on here is wonderful, and the Disney Enhanced Home Theater mix used here is great. Although up here, as you may see, it is a participating title, but it looks so off-brand. This ain't no bootleg, mind you. This is an official release. I always triple check on things like this. As you see here, too, it says, sneak peek at the all-new Tinkerbell movie. Of course, that will later be released in 2008. As it is a later Disney DVD release, it has holographic discs. But they look great regardless. These are wonderful looking discs. And and again, even if there's not much bonus features, it's definitely in terms of quality over quantity. Again, barring the making of documentary. I'm hoping one day to get a complete copy soon, but thankfully, this plays perfectly fine on my player. This will later be brought back into the vault later, sometime in 2009, I believe, or 2010. But yeah, that is the Platinum Edition of Peter Pan. And finally, we have the Diamond Edition of Peter Pan. This was released February 5th, 2013. This is the standard Blu-ray DVD combo pack. There is a later version that came with the digital copy, and another version that came with a digital storybook. This is a good upgrade when compared to the Platinum Edition. Of course, it looks great on Blu-ray. They restored it beautifully. They pretty much ported the entirety of the bonus features of the Platinum Edition here, and it includes Disney Intermission. I mean, it's fine. It's just a bunch of interactive activities while the movie's paused. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, though. It's nothing that fascinating, but the one bonus feature here that I must recommend you watch, Growing Up with the Nine Old Men. It's a documentary about um, Theodore Thomas, the son of Disney animator Frank Thomas, rest in peace, where he interviews many of the children of the Nine Old Men. You know, Ollie Johnston, John Lounsbury. Let me see. I can't think of any at the moment. Milk Hall, and a bunch of others. It's a pretty good release all around. Now, later in June 5th of 2018, Disney re-released the movie again as part of the Signature Edition. I do not know how good that release is, so I can't really tell you. But yeah, here we got the discs. Here I got the Blu-ray guide. It's not really much of a Blu-ray guide, but, you know, it exists. And of course, we have the Disney Movie Rewards Code. Not sure to use that. And a promo booklet. An ad for The Little Mermaid cut, which was going to be re-released, though sadly it didn't come to be. Of course, the 3D version was included with the Diamond Edition. Of course, a bunch of Disney fairy stuff, considering Tinkerbell's in this. Jake and the Neverland Pirates on Disney Junior. I remember watching that. Of course, some releases: Wreck-It Ralph and the Mulan 2 movie collection. Return to Neverland and Disney's Planes. Super Buddies. The Blu-ray 3D reissue of Monsters Inc. Disney's timeless classics are returning to the Disney Vault. The Lion King and Lady and the Tramp. Hoping I'll get Lady and the Tramp soon. But yeah, this is a pretty solid upgrade. Of course, I probably say this is your best bet. Again, I don't know so much of the Signature Edition. Again, I do not own that one. But yeah, that's the Diamond Edition of Peter Pan. And there you have it. Those are the original home media releases Peter Pan. It's definitely now the movie I own the most copies of. Toy Story was at number one for the longest time, but of course, if you see my most recent update, I've gotten the special edition there on VHS. I am not planning on getting it on DVD since, again, I own the limited issue and the Platinum Edition, so I don't really have any need to buy it on DVD. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this section of the series. Comment down below if there's any sort of Disney animated film you would love to see as part of the series here. I will try my best to do so. But until then, hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, check out my social media when you get the chance. Until then, stay safe.